Okay, what's good, YouTube? This is actually the second time that I've recorded this video, and I just spent probably half an hour ordering these title cards so that way I could actually tell which movie is supposed to be which, because I cannot read the title cards. So I had to sit here on Wikipedia of all places and look at a list of the titles in order and look at their title cards and order them so that way when I did this tier list, I could tell which movie was which. But anyway, let's get started. Uh, yeah, let's do that. Mewtwo Strikes Back. Absolute S tier. Iconic. Dan Green killed it. Um, Mewtwo as a character, just you could see he didn't really hate humans, but he didn't understand that not all humans are the same. And his whole inferiority complex with Mew was fantastic. Which brings me to another point. Mew was a fantastic character in this because it was just a troll the whole time until it actually got hit, and then it decided it was time to start, yeah, handling business. All right, Pokemon the movie 2000. Once again, S tier. Lugia was a fantastic character. It gave the legendary birds shine that they had never had before. Honestly, like even in the games, they hadn't really given them any kind of legendary status as to why they were what they were, but they just kind of expected you to be okay with it. But this movie gave them that status. And Lawrence or Lance or whatever his name was a competent villain. Completely understandable that a bougie rich dude would think that a legendary Pokemon that we thought was one of a kind at the time, now we know different, but we thought it was one of a kind at the time, was, something that could just be owned. But yeah, and if anybody knows what the Japanese version of the prophecy says, hit me up in the comments section because I still don't know. There's no way that the English version works in Japanese because of the whole "the world shall turn to ash" thing. Yeah, no, his name isn't Ash, it's Satoshi. So there's that. But anyway, moving on. Pokemon the Movie 3, Spell of the Unknown. Um, yeah, no, this was their first kind of flop, and I think this was the last one that actually hit theaters because of that. But I mean, the one saving grace was Dan Green as Entei. Pokemon the Movie Forever. It's definitely A tier, if not S tier. I could totally see an argument for S tier. This movie was fantastic. The Pokemon Hunter was a fantastic villain. Celebi's crash out with the grass golem was just peak. Um, Professor Oak interacting with Ash as a child was an interesting concept, but that's one way you can tell the movie's not canon because Oak has never once acknowledged in any way, shape, form or fashion that he knew Ash beforehand. Uh, ah, Pokemon Hero. Yet another S tier. I mean, you could put it in A tier, but I'm putting it in S tier because Latios and Latias were great characters. Um, the thing with Ash and Latias at the end was kind of weird, but you know, they're Japanese. We accept it. Don't have to like it, but that shouldn't take away from the plot of the movie and Latios's sacrifice. Let me be clear. Latios was the one to sacrifice himself. That was fantastic. And I mean, he got reincarnated at the end of the movie because you see the two of them playing in the water and stuff at the end. Jirachi Wishmaker did not care for this movie. I mean, it wasn't bad. It gave my boy Flygon some glow up that has honestly, in a way, carried him for generations now. But yeah, no. Didn't care for the crappy, weird tentacle hentai Groudon thing. Um, Jirachi's interaction with Max was kind of cute. It made Max an actual character. Destiny Deoxys. Deoxys is the pull up on Rayquaza, nearly hitting it in the face. Um, Rayquaza blowing it apart in their first fight. That one little white kid's, I think his name's Tori. His interaction with Deoxys was fantastic. Um, just all the second Deoxys wanted was to find its friend, and I mean, it should have just communicated this, but yeah, no. I guess it, I guess its reaction was understandable considering the fact that the first one rolled up to the planet and got destroyed. Um, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. My friend absolutely hates Lucario because of this movie. Um, and to be honest, I can kind of get it. But Sean Schimmel killed it in this role. Um, just one of his many Pokemon, but it made Lucario for me. Like, not for this and Ash's Lucario and Journeys, I would probably not care about this Pokemon. Let's see, what do we have next? Prince of the Sea. Solid B tier. May's interaction with Manaphy was cool. I don't really remember a whole lot else about the movie. The introduction of Pokemon Ranger was kind of cool, I guess. Like, actually, because I don't really remember a whole lot else about it. Yeah, kind of got to knock it a tier, but it's not like D tier bad or anything. Um, Depending on how you watch these next three, they could go anywhere from B to S. I'm putting them all in A because they kind of tell an intertwined story, and you can watch the individual movies and get enough out of it to understand what's going on. But if you don't watch all three, you will miss pieces. Okay, what's next? Here we are in the era that I just never cared enough to watch. Black and white era. I think I did eventually see the Keldeo movie, and it was alright, I guess. Um, I did watch the Mega Mewtwo movie because that was like Mega Evolution's what brought me back to Pokemon, honestly. It was a solid A tier flick. Their shiny Genesect being the leader was cool. Mewtwo constantly trying to surpass its limits and like going out of his way to help the Genesect because he understood what they had gone through was really nice. Uh, Actually, I think this Mewtwo was supposed to be female, but we're not gonna go there because Mewtwo is genderless. Uh, let's see. Now I actually wish I still had that Wikipedia page up because I don't remember the rest of these except for Mewtwo Strikes Back Evo. I mean, it's Mewtwo Strikes Back with bad graphics. And Detective Pikachu for their first live action outing was absolute peak. Um, I watched the Volcanian movie. It was a solid movie, solid A tier. Um, I Choose You was a solid A tier retelling of the first season or so of Pokemon. Uh, Power. It was a good Pokemon movie, but considering that it was supposed to be a retelling of the Power of One, or at least that's how they kind of build it with the name and Lugia being in it and all. Yeah, it was kind of mid. Secrets of the Jungle did not watch. Volcanian movie. Wait, where's the Hoopa movie? But anyway, yeah, Volcanian movie was solid. Oh, there's the Hoopa movie. I think. I think that's what that is. But yeah, this the Volcanian movie was a solid movie. His interaction with Magarna and his just crotchety old man status was like kind of funny, so it made him a good character. And then yeah, uh, is this Hoopa? Can't tell. No, this can't be Hoopa because it doesn't say Clash of Ages on it. I can tell that. I think this is another black and white movie. Well, um, that's gonna do it for me. This has been Delteros. Oh, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me, tell me how much you disagree with this tier list. I know people have opinions about these movies, but yeah, this has been Delteros. Don't be me. Be better.